Welcome back to the Motivated Mind Zone. Glad to have you here. Today we're diving into something uh, pretty much every English learner bumps up against. It's that
Yeah.
moment you realize textbook English. Yeah, not quite how people actually talk.
Mm-hmm.
Ever felt like you're trying to catch, I don't know, a runaway train of words?
Mm-hmm.
Or you stuff like gonna, or maybe even what Macaulay, and you're just lost.
Oh, absolutely. That feeling is so common and honestly pretty demoralizing when you're working hard.
Right. You feel like you're missing something obvious.
But that's exactly why we're digging into this. We looked at the sources you sent over, really analyzed the linguistic hurdles, and put together a kind of roadmap.
Okay.
Our mission in this deep dive is basically to show you how to tune your ears, to kind of rewire your brain, maybe, so you don't just hear fast English, you actually understand it.
Like learning to dance to a whole new beat instead of just hearing noise.
Exactly like that. It's about building these internal phonetic maps. So yeah, we're going to unpack the why behind it sounding so fast and then give you the practical how. Turn those blurs into actual words.
Okay, let's do it. Before we get to the how-to, let's really nail down the why.
Hmm.
Why does fast English feel so elusive? It's not just speed, is it? It's like words just melt together.
Melt is a great word for it, and the biggest reason, it's something linguists call connected speech.
Oh, okay.
Native speakers, well, we naturally blend words, full efficiency,
So
makes it easier to say things smoothly, creates these linguistic shortcuts.
the smoothie analogy comes to mind. Individual words just blended into one sound.
That's a perfect analogy, and it's not random blending. There are actual rules, like elision sounds just dropping out. The T in 20 often disappears, right? It sounds like 20.
Or next time becomes next.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
exactly. Sounds vanish. Then there's assimilation.
Mm-hmm.
That's where a sound changes to be more like the sound next to it. Like imbalance might sound like imbalance because the N sort of prepares for the B.
Subtle shifts.
Tiny shifts, but they add up. And linking, where a consonant at the end of a word flows right into a vowel, starting the next word, like pick it up.
Take it up. Okay, I hear that.
Seeing these aren't mistakes, but actual patterns, that's key.
Makes sense. So connected speech is culprit number one. What else makes it tricky?
Well, just the sheer variety of English itself, accents, dialects, it's huge. You might get used to, say, General American from movies.
Right? Hollywood English.
Then you hear British RP or an Australian accent or maybe a Southern American twang. Suddenly, the sounds you thought you knew sound completely different.
Oh, I've been there. First time hearing proper RP after only US shows, it felt like a different language almost. Total shock to the system.
It really is. Your brain's internal map just doesn't match the input anymore. And then, just to make it more fun, we throw in slang and idioms.
Ah, yes. The phrases where the meaning is totally metaphorical. Spill the beans. You're thinking about legumes, not secrets.
Exactly. Or kick the bucket. If you take these literally when someone's speaking quickly, you're instantly lost. Confusion guaranteed.
Okay, so we have sound blending, accents, non-literal phrases. What else?
Stress and rhythm. This is a big one people underestimate. English is what's called a stress-timed language.
Unlike, say, French or Spanish, which are syllable timed.
Correct. In English, we emphasize certain words or syllables within words. We make them louder, longer, maybe higher pitch. That stress carries a lot of meaning.
Importance, emotion.
All of it. If you miss the rhythm, the kind of melody of the sentence, you can miss the whole point, even if you technically heard every word. Think about I didn't say that versus I didn't say that. Totally different implications.
Wow, okay, so it's the music, not just the lyrics. And the last one you mentioned, cultural context, that feels harder to grasp.
It's the invisible layer, yeah. Conversations don't happen in a vacuum. They're full of shared cultural shortcuts, pop culture references, maybe historical nods, unspoken social rules.
Like knowing why a certain Seinfeld reference is funny.
Exactly. Or understanding the weight behind mentioning something like Watergate. Natives just assume that shared background. For a learner, you might hear the words but miss the feeling or the humor.
How does that link directly to understanding fast speech, though?
Because context dictates tone and implied meaning. If someone uses sarcasm or irony really quickly, a non-native ear might just process the literal words. The speed means you don't have time to second guess. You miss the joke, the warning, the real intention. The sound is clear, maybe, but the meaning's gone.
Good grief. Okay,
Mm-mm.
that paints a picture. It's like building a sound library, a cultural dictionary, and a rhythm map all at once. So, all right, let's shift. How do we actually start building that ear? The practical steps.
We start smart. Active listening is the absolute foundation, and that means picking the right resources, especially at first. Don't just jump into like a super fast movie dialogue with people talking over each other. That's just asking for overwhelm.
Start with the basic dance steps first.
Yep.
Got it. What kind of resources are good for that gentle start?
Things made for learners. BBC Learning English has a great bit called The English We Speak. Short, clear, breaks down idioms, good pace.
Okay.
ESL Pod is also excellent. They explain things clearly and often repeat key phrases at slower speeds than normal speed. Lets you compare.
Oh, that's useful.
And VOA Learning English Voice of America. They do news stories, but slowly, using simpler vocabulary. Great for building foundational listening.
Solid starting points. So, say you've picked one of these. You have a short audio clip. What's a good exercise to really squeeze the learning out of it?
I recommend the 3-pass exercise. Keep the clip short, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. First pass, just listen for the gist. What's the general topic? Don't sweat the details.
Okay, big picture first.
Second pass, listen again, but this time for recognition. Try to jot down, say, 5 to 10 specific words or short phrases you clearly hear. Anchor words. Helps you pull structure out of the sound stream.
Finding landmarks in the flow. What's past 3?
Pass 3 is active, repetition, and familiarity. This time you pause after each sentence or even a short phrase, and you repeat it out loud. Try to mimic everything, the pronunciation, the rhythm, the ups and downs of the voice.
Mimicking the sound itself. Does that really help understanding, or is it just like muscle memory for your mouth?
It's both, but the muscle memory part is crucial early on. When you produce the sound pattern, your brain gets much better at recognizing it when someone else says it. It bridges that gap between just hearing and actually identifying.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, subtitles, the eternal question. Crutch or tool?
Tool, but a temporary one, like training wheels on a bike. You use them strategically, then you take them off.
How strategically?
Try this. Step 1, subtitles O1N. Watch a short bit. Really focus on connecting the sounds you're hearing to the words on the screen. Visual link.
Got it.
Step 2, subtitles OFF. Immediately rewatch that exact same segment. Now your brain has to rely on the audio alone. This is the workout part.
Okay, testing phase.
Step 3, subtitles on again. One last watch of the same bit. Now you clarify anything you missed, confirm what you did catch, and maybe note down tricky connected phrases you noticed. This cycle really pinpoints where you're struggling.
Learn, test, refine. I like that. And I guess technology can help here too, especially with streaming.
Oh, definitely. If you watch stuff on Netflix, for example, there's a Chrome extension called Language Learning with Netflix. Lets you slow down the audio slightly, like 0.8x or 0.9x speed without making everyone sound weird.
Gives your brain a little extra processing time.
Exactly. And it can show dual language subtitles too. Turns watching shows into a proper study session.
Nice tech tip. Okay, fundamentals covered. Now for the really tricky stuff, hitting that connected speech issue head on. How do we actually learn to hear the individual words inside gonna, wanna, hafta?
First step is you have to proactively learn these common reductions. Treat gonna as its own vocabulary item, basically, a sound pattern that means going to. Train your ear to accept it, not hear it as a mistake.
So coulda, shoulda, woulda. They're legit units of sound to learn.
Absolutely. And you can make it active. Try a flashcard scavenger hunt. Make flashcards. Full phrase one side, reduced form the other. Practice saying both. Then pick a conversational TV show, Friends, The Office, whatever, and watch for 5 minutes. Tally every time you hear one of your target reductions.
Aha, okay. Gamify the listening. Spot the reduction in the wild.
Makes it stick. Next, to really internalize the rhythm and flow, you need shadowing.
Shadowing, meaning
Mimicking the speaker in real time, you listen and speak along just a fraction of a second behind them, copying everything, speed, intonation, rhythm, like literally shadowing a dancer's movements.
how do you do that without just sounding like a parrot, not understanding anything?
Choose a short clip, maybe 1-2 minutes. Listen once for the gist, then play it again and start speaking along almost immediately. At first, don't worry too much about conscious understanding. Focus on matching the sound, the melody, the pace. You're trying to embody the musicality of it.
Building the physical feel for the rhythm first, then meaning follows.
That's the idea for this specific exercise. And then for those super fast sentences that just sound like one long, mushy word,
A blur, yes.
you need chunking, linguistic reverse engineering. You have to consciously break that blur down into smaller, meaningful chunks.
Meaningful chunks.
Yeah.
Like based on grammar or ideas, not just random pauses.
Exactly right. Based on meaning semantic chunks, natural thought units. After a prepositional phrase before a new clause starts, places like that, fast speakers often glide over those natural breaks.
So the exercise is to find those hidden breaks.
Yes, take a fast sentence, listen a few times, then play it again, pausing frequently where you think a natural thought chunk ends. Write the sentence down, but with spaces or lines separating the chunks you identified. Then practice saying the chunks, then stringing them back together at speed. It maps the blur back to meaning.
Okay, that sounds like a powerful technique. We've got the micro skills now. What's the secret sauce, the thing that pulls it all together?
Consistent immersion. Gotta surround yourself with the language, especially the fast, natural kind. Lots of movies, TV shows.
And we can be smart about what we watch. Like comedies for banter, maybe dramas for nuance.
Definitely. Choose variety. Brooklyn 99, The Office for fast, casual talk. Maybe The Crown for clearer, RP-style speech. Even fast dialogue like Breaking Bad. And be active while watching.
Ah,
Try this, active viewing exercise. Watch a 10-minute scene, subtitles on. Note down maybe 5 phrases or slang terms you don't know. Look them up. Try using them in a sentence yourself. Then rewatch the same scene, subtitles off.
turning TV time into real practice. What about audio only, like podcasts?
Crucial for training just your ears. Again, variety's good. Something like Joe Rogan for very fast, informal chat. NPR's Up First for clear but still quick news. This American Life for storytelling.
And an exercise for podcasts.
Pause every few minutes, say 2 or 3, and quickly summarize out loud or just mentally what was just said. Forces you to track the main ideas through the speed. Builds listening stamina.
Endurance training for the ears. Okay, technology again, we talked about slowing audio. What about speech to text?
Super useful. Tools like Otter.ai or even Google Translate's a live caption feature. If you hear a phrase and just cannot figure it out, play that tricky bit back through one of these tools. It gives you an instant transcription. Then you compare that transcription to what you thought you heard. It gives you incredibly specific feedback. Oh, I missed that reduction. Or, oh, that was just a word I didn't know.
Pinpoint accuracy on your weak spots. Love it. Okay, ear trained, rhythm mapped, chunks practiced, final frontier. Real people, actual conversation. How do we make that leap?
Yeah, the ultimate test. Language exchange platforms are great here. Tandem, Hello Talk. Start small. Aim for short chats, maybe 10-15 minutes at first. Don't try to have hour-long conversations right away. Build confidence.
And can we be strategic in those chats too?
You bet. You
Yeah.
can actually ask your partner, politely, of course, hey, could you try to use the phrase gonna a few times? I'm practicing listening for it. Then, when they use it, try repeating their sentence back. Direct practice with real examples.
Okay. What about group chats? They can be overwhelming. Multiple people, fast pace,
Yeah.
overlapping.
The key is Don't try to follow everyone at once. Pick one person. For the first 10-15 minutes, just focus solely on their speech, their pace, their accent, their common phrases. Tune everyone else out a bit. Makes it manageable. You extract learning points instead of just drowning in noise.
Smart filtering.
Cool.
And what if you just get completely lost mid-sentence? Is it okay to just nod?
Please don't. Nodding is passive. Be active. It's perfectly okay to politely interrupt. Sorry, could you say that again a bit slower? Or, excuse me, could you rephrase that? I'm still getting my ear used to faster English. It shows you're engaged, not just lost. It empowers you.
Takes courage. But yeah, much better than pretending. Okay, this feels like a really comprehensive plan. Hurdles identified, tools selected, exercises laid out.
And one last tip for staying motivated. Keep a simple listening journal. Date what you listen to, how long, maybe rate your comprehension 1 to 5. And crucially, write down one new thing you learned or noticed, a new phrase, a sound pattern.
So you can actually see the progress week by week.
Exactly, tangible evidence. And do a progress check. End of the month, find a short clip, maybe 2 or 5 minutes. That felt impossible 4 weeks ago. Listen again. Chances are it'll feel significantly easier. That's pure motivation right there.
That's a great idea. This whole deep dive has been incredibly useful. It really shows that training your ears isn't magic, it's strategy and practice. Active listening, understanding connected speech, immersion, it all adds up. And these tips work everywhere. Movies, meetings, just chatting.
Consistency really is the secret ingredient. And maybe think about this. As your listening gets better, you're not just understanding words. You're unlocking a much deeper level of cultural understanding.
How so?
You start catching the nuances, the subtle humor, the sarcasm, the quick emotional shifts that natives express, things that go way beyond the dictionary definition of the words. It makes interaction so much richer.
It transforms listening from, like you said, a frustrating chore into something active, rewarding, something that genuinely expands your world. Fantastic. We've laid out the steps, listeners. Now it's time to practice that footwork and keep at it.